This for the night team at 11. Also new tonight, we're getting a clear picture about why there's been a delay with the city of Louisville finalizing that federal oversight of the Louisville Metro Police Department. For the first time, the Metro Police Chief is citing issues with Baltimore's oversight agreement with the feds. WHS 11 senior reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez is talking with one man who helped negotiate that deal for Baltimore and says Louisville now has all the leverage.
Louisville Police Chief Paul Humphrey drawing a clear line in the sand with just 6 weeks left to finalize that federal reform agreement before Donald Trump takes office.
What we're not going to do is we're not going to succumb to political pressure and do what Baltimore did, which is rush it at the end and have mistakes in it that I think both the Department of Justice and the city of Baltimore wishes they had not done.
And I agree with the sentiment of not doing what Baltimore did.
Jason Johnson was part of the negotiating team with Baltimore police when they finalized a consent decree with the U.S. Department of Justice. Similar to Louisville's situation, coming right before a Donald Trump presidency.
There was a big rush to have a consent decree in place. There was political pressure because they had essentially promised the community there would be a consent decree.
Since then, Johnson has been warning other cities, including in this Louisville op-ed, to fight for the terms they want before signing on the dotted line.
And I think it is smart to only enter into these things when you know and fully understand all those implications.
And it appears Louisville has listened. Mayor Craig Greenberg just before Thanksgiving revealing his criteria haven't been met yet.
Specific performance measures and one that has a clear exit path so that our police department, our entire city, everyone who's looking at us can see exactly what we're working for.
Negotiations have spanned more than 9 months, and according to the mayor's office, more than 60 meetings, including more this week. But still, no final version. A looming Trump presidency likely ends consent decree talks, if not done by January 20th. Johnson suggests the city has all the leverage here, and the pressure is all on the DOJ.
They are trying to get these things wrapped up before the end of this administration, and they can't without the city's full not only cooperation, but the city has to really want to get that consent decree in place before the change of administration. You know, if the Department of Justice wants a consent decree, they have to make major concessions in those types of areas. And I would demand that as a minimum.
Police accountability is something that this community has been looking for.
Louisville community activist Casa Heron believes this federal oversight is needed to restore public trust in LMPD.
And we're really looking for our mayor to lead on this and to finish the process. I don't want to think about what happens after the 20th. I trust that Mayor Greenberg is going to get it done.
We ask Craig Greenberg about this all the time because he's given a couple of different deadlines on when this may happen. And you got a new statement from him today where he added another point of contention here.
There was one piece of information, Doug, that was different, and that was being the consent decree, needs to be financially responsible for the city. That is, of course, a big topic because we know the federal government does not pay for this. The Louisville taxpayer contributes to what would end up being several $1 million over the course of...
up to 12 million or so?
Up to 10. So over the course of these things tend to last 7, 8, 9 years. I mean, you do the math. It can be tens of millions of dollars. Again, the DOJ doesn't pay for it, so that is another thing. Financially responsible for Louisville is another non-negotiable for the mayor and the city right now.
All right, Isaiah, thank you very much.